Interesting.
I would have to go back. Because
those darn evangelicals. I don't know. Televangelists.
Yeah, I forgot but I do know it did have a stake in profit. But I forgot exactly how the switch around happened. But I do know that before then, boys were pink, girls were blue. And I think it fits better, honestly, in terms of like girls, you know, ocean, calm, collected. Boys are pink. Pink is also a lesser color of red, which is passion. And, you know, it's like, you know, boys are very passionate about their interests. You know?
Yeah. Boys are a little passionate about their interests. You're right, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it works, you know, I feel like it works a little bit. Like, not to say that girls aren't passionate, but men tend to be very heightened. And pink goes with that. Because pink is it's a lighter version of red. When you mix pink with, like, a different color, you're gonna get red at some point. If you keep doing it, you'll get back to the red color.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I don't know.
You'll loop back around.
You'll loop back around. But no, I definitely think a thing that could make... I honestly, though... Because, you know, you could say, oh, just pay attention to your interests and stop knocking out teenage girls. But I feel like half of male society, especially nowadays, male society, is predicated on making fun of girls for their interests. I think that's half of...
So you're saying if we stop making fun of girls, men are gonna combust?
Well, no, I'm saying that, like...
No, I'm teasing, but, you know.
No, I know, because someone's gonna, you know, comment that or whatever.
I'm making fun of you because you're a girl. Anyway.
Yeah, because I'm a girl. But no, I mean, you know, half of male, you know, because you grow up and men's interests are celebrated and they are pushed through. And then you have girl interests in, you know, fashion. You know, or girls' interest in the swim team or cheerleading. Cheerleading is a physical sport, and I don't think people realize that.
Yeah, no, cheerleading can go ham.
And cheerleading is a physical sport.
I mean, you're getting your blood pumping. Wow.
Yeah, so it's like, so it's like, you know, when people make fun of girls for cheerleading, it's like, I would like to see you do a scorpion. I can do it because I'm flexible as fuck. But I would like to see you, with no training whatsoever, do a scorpion. You have to lift your leg and put it up
I will,
near
baby.
Your head.
I got a tail. I got a tail just for you with a big pincer on the end.
I can't wait to see that tomorrow. It's gonna be rad.
That's the most horrifying... Yo, baby, they call me the Scorpion. Because I got a venomous tip.
Yeah, I mean... That's kind of terrifying. But no, like, it's one of those things where, like, I think what would help is if we stopped setting the precedent for male interests to be only chauvinistic. Like, let men love art. You know, let men love creation and trades that, you know, are different. If they don't like football, don't push them into it. Okay? The dude likes soccer. Let him like soccer. It's not.
Well, but what's weird is there was a time when this stuff kind of was actually seen as manly. But it might have been of a different socioeconomic class and standard. Like, take for instance, like in the 1900s and in the 1920s and 30s, it was like manly to like want to go like out in the woods and be a part of nature and go camping, you know. And to a certain degree today, it kind of is, but only with that consumer brand of being all like beef jerky and beer and leather and bourbon.
If I don't see you butcher a squirrel and take it out, You're not manly. What do you mean you're gonna bark if you see blood? Do you
like back when everything was like fucking Cub Scouts and shit, and Jimmy Stewart, like that was manly to go out camping and go in the woods and be all like, I love the flower.
Decides to join a sport or like a sport, all of a sudden, it's not manly anymore. You know, women's soccer.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden soccer isn't a manly sport. It's not a serious sport because there's, you know, women's basketball.
Well,
you know, it's like...
It's because a lot of manly stuff is predicated on exclusivity. You have to be excluding a group of some kind in order to make it manly.
So I feel like if we actually... Because I do think that male society goes so hard on football, right? And goes so hard on hunting because they haven't been allowed to explore anything else, and they get mad at women because women are like, yeah, I was a horny teenager. What about it? Now I'm a fucking chemical engineer. Like, what do you want from me? And men are like, but you were a horny teenager, so I don't know how you could be this. And it's like, I was a teenager. I was going through puberty. Of course, like, but I'm a chemical engineer now, so that doesn't matter. And it's like, but they're like, no, but you have to be, you can only be this thing. And it's like, dude, it's called growing. And so male society is so stuck in, you know, you can only like football, and you can only like hunting, and you can only do this. They don't understand that you can shift. And you can
you can reality shift into Clifford, the big red dog's reality.
Exactly. Because
don't talk to Emily though; she's racist.
Actually, right now you're not talking to Diana. You're talking to Smaug the dragon because I have reality shifted into the Hobbit.
Well, that kind of checks out, right? Because the mind is just a collection of archetypes, you know.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. I feel like if we allowed men to, if we allowed men to have more than one interest, because I feel like, because then it's like, well, what is a man? You know, it's
Demon
like
armor.
A man isn't just his ability to hunt. Like, because I can fucking hunt. I don't need you to do that shit. What I need you to do is do your share of the household chores. What I need you to do is be a husband and a father. Like, you know, to current kid. Like, what I need you to do is also allow me to have an emotional space in your world, and you to have an emotional space in mine. And so, like, that's, you know...
Not based.
But men... Not acceptable. Apparently. You know, the Ben Shapiro, right? So, like, that's what women are like, you know, when we ask, you know, because they're like, well, what do you want in a man? It's like, that's what we want. And then they're like, no. And it's like, well, then I don't know what you want us to say. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's what we want in a man, and you are unable. So it's like, I feel like if we allowed men, when they're growing up, to have an emotional space hold, and to be able to feel, and to be able to do this, and then also give them responsibility. I'm tired of seeing teenage boys not know how to fucking fold laundry. Like, know how to
I just don't fold my laundry because it would take too long.
Yeah, because it's like, well, mom, you know, because then they're...
Anyway, excuse me. That was a little inappropriate and rude.
No, it's okay. No, but like, because it's one of those things to me where it's like, because then they're gonna grow up, and they're gonna have to fold their wife's underwear, and they're gonna go, oh, I never had to fold a woman's underwear. No one told me I had to. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Right.
What? They're underwear.
Are you gonna like the TikTok I sent you?
I am going to right now. I mean,
obviously not knowing how to fold underwear is weird.
But, you know, like, I feel like allowing men to have the same house, you know, to be able to, you know, fold laundry, do dishes, and then, like, you know, to be able to have these responsibilities, and then allow them, oh, son, you don't like football? You like softball. Do you like soccer? Do you like hockey? I hate sports, but I love watching gymnastics. I love the Summer and Winter Olympics. I love hockey, but I hate anything other, like any other sport. I'm like, this is interest in it. And it's like, that's all fathers have to do. Go, oh, you don't like this sport? How about we watch just one game of soccer? If you don't like it, we'll find a sport that you like, or if you don't like a sport, we'll figure out what to watch together.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you have to do. You don't need to force everyone to fucking watch the Washingtons versus the fucking Patriots. It's boring. It's dumb. Where are the nachos? I'm only here for the nachos, and you don't have nachos. Where are the corn dogs? There are no corn dogs. How can I be like, oh, this soda's bad for me, but I'm gonna drink it? And there's
Where are
no
the
soda.
corn dogs?
Where are the bad sodas for my teeth? I want to complain and drink it. And you don't have that.
Yeah.
Boing dinner.
Yeet.
Alright, there you go. I commented. You're welcome. But you know, I feel like in order to stop men from, I feel like not to stop, but at least to combat it, if that makes sense. I definitely think a way to combat it is giving men the room to breathe in terms of interests. Because even though older men may still be fucking toxic, we can at least inspire our generation and then the newer generation. So they're not fucking, 50 years old hitting on a teenage girl for liking a hot dude with abs in a vampire show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
Again, like, being contrarian is stupid, dude. Like, this whole notion of, like, oh, thing is popular and beloved by women, so that must mean it inherently has less value. It's like, you could not have had a less, like, you could not, dude, like, fucking Frankenstein's monster has more brain cells than you at that point, like.
And it's so weird because they're like, it's teenage girls. They're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
They just, like, and because also, I say this too to give room, because Baldur's Gate has come out. And
Right.
I've shown you Baldur's Gate. And there are literally, like, couples who are playing it side by side, romancing different people.
Yeah.
And I find that's a healthy relationship right there. But older men are getting angry, being like, oh, she's getting horny over Asterion. She's getting horny over Halsin. Halsin is a literal bear elf. He turns into a fucking bear.
Yo, druid elf.
And
Let's go.
also, he's you with hair on the top of his head. My type isn't that different.
Yo.
Halsin is literally you with elf ears and longer hair. And
Exactly.
it's like,
I
what?
do not have hair on the top of my head. In fact, that is. You ever feel like, by the way, here, and if we can critique Philistinism and contrarianism for a sec, okay?
Yeah.
I feel like society wants balding men to be ashamed, and then I think a lot of balding men internalize it and get mad when women like don't like them for being balding. But bro, like, I'm just like, not cool. Like, I don't have any shame, and if you don't like that, then that's your prerogative. That's your taste, you know.
Yeah,
So many men are all like, "Yeah, she won't date me because receding hairline. She's a slut." It's like, oh, whatever, bro. Like, come on. Like, we won't date girls unless they have fucking F cup tits. Like, come on. Like, it's fine. Women are allowed to have their tastes,
And it's also, here's the thing. Like, a lot of women who wouldn't date bald men before start to date bald men because they're confident.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, I am balding. So what? Yeah, I am bald. It's just easier.
Yep.
Because there are plenty of girls who have short hairstyles because they're like, it's easier to upkeep. You know? My brother-in-law is bald, or has hair, you know, doesn't have, you know, his hair grown out because he was in the military, and it's just normal and it's routine. And that's just how it is.